It's after Christmas. It's the late small game season here in Pennsylvania. What we're going to do is we're going to make a one-man squirrel pot pie. And what we need is the main ingredient. So we need to get one squirrel. With any luck, we should be able to get at least one. It's about 22, maybe 24 degrees, pretty chilly. And it's pretty windy. Windy weather is bad for squirrels, at least for squirrel hunting. We'll see what we can do. Well, we got a little sausage on the ground. We got our one squirrel. We'll gather him up and head back to the kitchen. Okay, after your squirrel has been skinned and gutted, obviously, you want to wash it thoroughly to get all the hair off of it. And this here, I shot with a 22. This here is where the bullet went in, and this is where it came out. As you can see, there's even a hair there. You want to make sure that you dig at this and get all the hair out of it, because the last thing you want to do is have a big old mouthful of delicious squirrel pot pie and be picking hairs out of it. Okay, once you're confident all the hairs are off, she's ready to go in the pot. Okay, the first thing you want to do is get yourself a medium-sized saucepan and fill it about halfway with water. Turn your heat on high, bring it to a boil, put a little bit of salt in it. Go ahead and put a little bit of pepper in it. Okay, now we got our pot of water boiling, nice steady boil. All I did was cut this into two pieces to make it so it would fit into the pot easier. Now we're going to put this into boil, and we're going to boil that meat off of the bone. Alright, we'll check the meat here. That's what we want. It's getting real tender now. We'll go ahead and let it go a couple more minutes, and it'll be ready to pull off of the bone. Now you could leave this in the pot and just let it all fall off, but it takes a while, so it's getting nice and tender now. I'll go ahead and pull these out of the pot and get them deboned. I'm going to take one red skin potato, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finely chop that. Voila. Now while I debone that, I'm going to go ahead and add my finely diced one red skin potato. Now I also have a country blend of vegetables. I have corn, carrots, and green beans. I'm going to go ahead and add those to the pot. Give them a stir. Now this is going to continue to cook while I debone the squirrel. Alright, that's cooking. I got the squirrel deboned. I'm going to go ahead and add all that meat back in and stir it around. Now you're going to want to cook that, let that boil until your potatoes are just about done. Okay, it's cooking up nicely. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of chicken bouillon just for some added flavor. Stir that in. You know what they say about squirrels. It tastes just like chicken. And I'm also going to add a little bit of parsley flakes. Okay, that looks about good. Okay, checked my potatoes with a fork, and I'd say they're just about done. So now what you want to do is take regular old square pot pie noodles and add these to the mix. Add as many as you want. You may have to add a wee little bit of water. The starch from the potatoes is thickening this up nicely. Now we reduced the heat on that just to simmer to finish cooking the noodles. We'll go ahead and let them cook a little while, and we'll get our thickening agent ready. Okay, you just want to take about a tablespoon of butter and melt that into the pan. Now to that melted butter, you want to add a small amount of finely diced onions. Now to that, you want to add about a tablespoon of flour. Okay, that should be good. Now we're going to slide our Squirrel Pot Pie back over here. And we're going to go ahead and add this Now that's going to thicken up nicely. All the flavor of the onions, the butter, the flour, that should thicken up. We're just going to go ahead and turn the heat down and let this simmer a wee little bit until the noodles are completely done, and it'll be ready to eat. Here is the Squirrel Pot Pie that has been simmering. The noodles are done, the potatoes are done. It has thickened up nicely. We got a nice thick squirrel gravy there. That's what it's all about. That's why we kill stuff. Man, does that smell good. It's delicious.